Hi, I'm Quinn Bradlee. I'm the founder of Friends of Quinn, and my guest today is Michael Douglas. So, when you first found out Dylan had dyslexia, what was your reaction and your family's reaction?
Relief. I think relief to identify what the issue was. My oldest son, Cameron, had attention deficit issues. My brother, Joel, who's in his 60s now, we'd gone through all his elementary school years back in the 50s and 60s when he was just considered a dummy. So it was not earth-shattering. We were fortunate and grateful that the school picked up his reading issues as early as they did, which was like about second grade, third grade.
Do you ever feel that Dylan's dyslexia may prevent him from accomplishing his goals or slow him down a little bit?
Dyslexia can be debilitating. Dyslexia can cause a loss of confidence, and it's frustrating. Mm-hmm. It's very frustrating and time-consuming. The good part about it is we're catching it earlier, we're identifying it earlier. It's not, doesn't have such a bad connotation. You identify this is an issue, and you got to slug away at it, you know, with the decoding processes and everything else. Yeah. And in Dylan's case, when he gets really frustrated and everything else, since he wants to be an actor, Dylan wants to be an actor.
I can see why.
Well, right. But of course, the first thing that I remind Dylan, I said, Dylan, what's the first thing about acting? Is reading.
Yeah.
I mean, you go for an audition, they hand you a piece of paper, you know, to read a scene. Yeah. And if you get a part, you got to read your script. Mm-hmm. So this has given him like more motivation anyway, kind of going, that's kind of sinking in. I mean, his auditory skills are staggering, and like a lot of people that are dyslexic. But I think these issues make you tougher. Sticks and stones or smart-ass comments don't bother you as much, you know, as you plow ahead.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think you really have much of a choice. You either live or you fold.
That's it.
If Dylan has ever been bullied before, how have you dealt with that?
Cyberbullying is the issue. You know, they've all got these Instagram accounts and all that stuff, and people can blindly and secretly say a lot of nasty things under the auspices of either lying about who it's coming from and this and that. Yeah. We've just had this happen recently at his school, where people can be, you know, very negative. Yeah. But I think, like, you know, anything, you got to choose your friends, and because, you know, when you start hitting 13, 14, 15, you're starting to get out of the grips of your parents. You're more into your peer groups and all of that, and then it's really an issue. So we do watch carefully who he's hanging out with.
What are you most proud of Dylan's accomplishments in life?
Well, I just can't believe what a good actor he is. And I say this as somebody who had no interest in acting when I was his age. And there's something for him about being on stage in which he has no fear.
Yeah.
So for me, his confidence is just great to see, and how he deals with his dyslexia now with a sense of humor, rather than any kind of being sorry for himself.
So what advice would you give to parents who had just found out that their child or children were diagnosed with dyslexia?
First off, I give them a big hug and reassure them that it's not their fault, and it's the luck of the draw. And also schools, public and otherwise, who understand the situation and will work with you. Yeah. And if it's a school that won't, then go somewhere else. But it's just not your fault. Mm-hmm.